Hi everyone, Spartan Airman here, and what we're looking at is the engine of a 2008 Dodge Avenger SXT 4-cylinder engine K-Series. And the problem I was having, and this problem started last Thursday. I was on duty, and I noticed as I was going back to my hotel that my check engine light began to flash. Well, of course, immediately upon getting back to the hotel, I started doing my research, and I was like, okay, let's find out what this means. First thing I read was a flashing check engine light generally is indicative of an issue that would damage the catalytic converter to your vehicle, a very expensive fix. So I began to dig a little deeper. So I began to, this process of elimination began to figure out what was going on. So the first thing I did was, of course, was to change my spark plugs. Okay, the problem followed out immediately after I changed the plugs, so I began to swap these things here, my coil packs. And so if you're not in the know as to what the firing order on your coil packs would be, this is 1, 2, 3, and then 4 on the coil pack. Spark plugs are also located underneath each coil pack. So I swapped those, the problem still followed. From that process, I went up to my local O'Reilly Auto Parts and purchased some brake parts cleaner and began to spray out my injectors here, disengage the fuel rail from this point, and then pop these little red things off here. As you can see here, accidentally put a little too much stank on that one and popped off. Haven't been able to find that one since. I don't think that's going to hurt anything. If anyone's more of a car guy than I am, just kind of let me know. Let me also point out, I'm not an ASE certified mechanic. You know, this is just something I'm just kind of putting out there to kind of help somebody out, you know, should they run into this issue. I pop the rail off. Starting with this, you pull this up here, it's going to reveal, don't know if you can see it, this little screw right here. Take that off. There's 2 of those. You take those off, access those, pop the rail off, just wiggle it off, and that exposes your fuel rail. Took the injectors off, sprayed parts cleaner into the injectors. I should have swapped the injectors out. I didn't do that, but still had the issue. So I was like, okay, through process of elimination, I've changed my plugs, I've sprayed the injectors. The only component that I haven't changed out was, of course, the coil packs. Which, if you can go up to your local AutoZone, and for the SXT model or your particular make and model of Dodge vehicle, if they have them as a multi-pack, it is cheaper to get them as the multi-pack. I only roughly paid, I think the retail net was like $104, and after government discount, military discounts and everything, it came to like just under $100, I believe. So I switched those out, corrected the issue, ran it on the highway, and problem was fixed. Now, if you live in Arkansas, Oklahoma, Texas, areas affected by flooding, and you purchase fuel from where you don't normally purchase fuel, I would highly recommend getting heat. Comes in a yellow bottle. And I sort of did a 1-2 punch. I added heat and sea foam into my fuel system. That way, if you do have some water or some junk in your fuel, that will help that issue and get rid of that. But just want to kind of put this video out here. That way, if someone's having a similar issue with their vehicle, they can, this kind of gives them a guide as to how to start troubleshooting the issue and what to look for. Bear in mind also, you know, each car is different. So, I mean, if when in doubt, you know, if you've tried these steps and you still haven't been able to correct the issue, you might want to try to get with your local ASE certified mechanic or local car guy or whomever. But that's it for now. Spartan Airman signing off. Have a happy and safe 4th. Talk to you later. Bye.